welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking you along the journey that we've already completed on this F90 M5 to completely transform not only the visuals of the car with a bunch of carbon fiber add-ons and a few different badges, but also the power and torque and also the intake and the exhaust sounds. So first off, let's get the car down on the dyno and let's start calibrating the ECU. Alright, so we finished off tuning the F90 M5, got the results behind me. So standard benchmarked in about 602 horsepower and about 820 Newton meters of torque. Now with the ECU and the gearbox tuned, we've gone all the way up to 698 horsepower and 1020 Newton meters of torque. So massive difference before and after. How we achieve that is optimizing like the fuel and ignition boost, all the other maps inside the ECU to lift up the output, as well as tuning the gearbox as well to optimize its use with that higher output. The customers now opted for a bunch more upgrades, such as the eventuri intake, the Remus exhaust system, ASD, ALS kit, spacers, and a body kit as well. So we're going to bring the car into the workshop and do that now. Okay, so we removed the factory dampers from the car. We've got the factory set up just here. And as you can see, we have got a coilover on the setup on both the front and the rear of the car. However, the ride height is not adjustable, and that's because this perch down here is fixed in place. So what we've done is we've built up a couple of, or a front and a rear damper already with the ASC ALS kit, so then we can show you what it looks like. So we've replaced this spring perch down the bottom with an adjustable spring perch, and what this allows us to do is allows us to lift the level of the spring so we can increase the ride height or reduce the ride height. So these springs, this spring perch, and then also the helper spring replaces the original assembly, and that allows us to have the difference in ride height and the adjustability. And then also ASC supply us with some new shorter bump stops as well for use with it. So that's going to allow us to adjust the ride height. And then we've got the BMX spacers as well that we're going to fit on the front and the rear of the car, which is then going to allow the wheels to sit a little bit more outboard. So we're going to have this arch gap really nicely filled with the standard wheels. So let's get it all in the car and see what it looks like. F90 M5 is finished and it's been completely transformed. So the aesthetic of the car has completely changed. The intake sounds all the way through to the exhaust sounds, as well as a colossal more power and torque. So let's run you through exactly what we've done. So on the front end of the car, we have got the BMW Heritage Style badge. So that's replaced on the front end of the car and the rear end of the car. Also, we've got the carbon kidney grills, which replace the factory ABS black plastic ones. And slightly lower, we've then got the splitter. But in the engine bay, we also have the amazing eventuri carbon fiber air intake. Not only does the intake look absolutely amazing in this engine bay, it also releases a lot more turbo intake sounds, which on this model, now that it's been tuned as well with more boost, more power, it now sounds even better. It sounds absolutely crazy. And this is exactly what it sounds like. Midway down the car, we've got the carbon fiber mirror caps, which are complete replacements. So it's not just a shell that goes over the top, completely been replaced. The side profile of the car completely transformed because we've got the wheel spacers on the front and rear. So that pushes out the wheels a little bit more. And we've got the AST ALS kit as well, which has allowed us to drop the ride height to reduce that arch gap. So at the back, starting at the top, we have the carbon fiber rear spoiler. Then on the badges, we've replaced the factory badge with the blacked out M5 competition badge. And then going right down to the bottom, we've got the Remus GPF back exhaust system, which keeps the factory GPF still in place, but it sounds absolutely insane. And this is what it sounds like. So that is all the upgrades we've installed on this F90 M5. If you want us to install a similar package or the same package on your F90, then you can get in contact with us in the description. Or if you want any of these parts, they're all on the shop as well, and they're all in the description. See you on the next video. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't done already, then give us a thumbs up. If you want to watch some of our other videos that YouTube thinks you'll like, then click up here. If you want to watch some other videos in the same playlist, then click here. And if you haven't done already, then hit the subscribe button right here.